Alright, so the first thing I want to do with my working drawing here is, for this first one, I want to figure out how to get center lines. Center lines is what you would do for any sort of arc or circle, so you can dimension to those. Remember, you always want to dimension to the center lines instead of dimensioning to like the outside portion of a circle. So to do center lines, it's pretty easy. You just go up to where it says annotate up at the top, and you want to select over here. Now there's three types of center lines that we're going to be working with here. The first one is just center marks. Center marks will be if you have a circle. So if you have a circle and you're doing center marks, you can see it just gets some crosshairs in there. Now you can also use these if you have an arc as well. So right here I would use a center mark on there as well. And at the top I have one on there. I believe that is all the center lines. Oh no, I got one right here and one right there. So these are all my center lines that I have for this drawing here. The next one that I'm going to show us is going to be center lines. Center lines is if you have a common center hole. So for this front view, I have a center line that's going to go all the way from this one to over here. So I can just click once and click twice, and then I right click and say create. This indicates that these share the same center line, so that way I only have to dimension one of those. I have another one over here that I can do. That's all I have for these ones. Alright. The last one is for center lines. If you're viewing a hole from the side, like say on this top view, I can see that I have a hole here. I need to indicate that there's a center line. So for that, you use center line bisector. Center line bisector, you just click on one side of the hole and then click on the other side. I'm going to do the same thing for this top. And that indicates that even though it's a hidden line, I can't really see it, that is a circular hole that goes through that object right there. I'm just going to go ahead and do all these ones. Alright, and there you go. You can see I have all my center lines. I'm done with this one. For this upper right view right here, I said isometric and a half scale. To get that one, I just double clicked on this and I had a half scale, and I actually have to physically type it out with the text tool here. I just click text and I'm able to type out. Of course, I actually want to have it all in caps. If you do ever want to change the size, make it bigger or smaller, you have to highlight the text and you can change it right here to whatever size you want to go to. Alright? So that's how you do center lines. That's how you put some text in there. Next video, we're going to go into the train stack, and I'll show you how to do a cutout.